Anyway, off to Oaxaca. Let's see what that brings.
Right there last night is really good.
Alright, so I am about an hour outside of Oaxaca. It's been a stunning ride today. Usually these quotes are a little bit boring, but going through the mountains and the windy roads is incredible. Alright, so I made it to Oaxaca. Beautiful rooftop. I can't believe nobody's out here. I do have a friend meeting me here tomorrow. I am going to go now, just do a little walk, do a little recon, and see if I can't find something to eat. Oaxaca is known for mole. Apparently they have 7 different kinds of mole. And they also have, well, there's a lot of food, but there's something called tlayudas, which I really want to try. And they call it like Mexican pizza. We're going to find out. Let's go. Those are some crickets. We're gonna have to try some crickets while we're here. Just another really cool Mexican city. I can't believe I just found a CD store, honestly. A CD store. I've been recommended these tlayudas, Minas y Bustamante. I think there's a big line. Let's go check it out. Alright, it's a new day in Oaxaca and I am off to Monte Alban, which is a site of the the pre-Columbian Zapotec culture. Apparently this site's been inhabited for over 2,000 years, so let's go check it out and learn some more.
Sorry.
Okay, so Monte Alban, site of settlement that apparently they settled this hilltop 200 years before Christ, so it's about 2,200 years old. Center of the Zapotec culture. Apparently it was the most important city in Mesoamerica at the time. And one of the really interesting things is the pyramids we went to north of Mexico City, the Teotihuacan, however you pronounce it, I keep getting corrected. Horrible pronunciation, but they found evidence of contact between the people here and the people there. Apparently there was a little area in the residential sector of the other place that they found these people were living here. Most important city in Mesoamerica at the time, and then it was abandoned, I think by the Zapotec people. I think it was around 600, 800 AD, and then afterwards some other peoples moved in. Can't remember the name of them all. Check it out. The very big steps. Wow. It's just incredible to me that people had the knowledge, ability, and the will to build stuff like this. Like, would have been a huge amount of work even just to terrace this. Like, they're all different level terraces, and then build these massive rock, not even really buildings, they're just structures, I suppose. Huge amount of work and engineering ability. Unbelievable. Alright, for me, one of the most interesting parts of any of these sort of pre-Columbian, pre-Hispanic, whatever, ruins in Latin America are where they do the human sacrifices. So the place where they do the human sacrifices up here, so we're gonna go check it out. This stone up here apparently is where they did the human sacrifices. The priest or whatever must stand up there watching. Just incredible to imagine what actually happened here. All the work that went in, like terracing this, flattening all this out, below everything else is flat, different terrace levels. Just incredible the amount of work that went into it. They say if you listen really closely, you can hear the screams of the victims. It's kind of rare seeing stone columns, isn't it? Round stone columns. I haven't seen that in many places here. Wow. The site's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Amazing, all the different terrace levels. I've said it a few times, but I find it astounding the amount of work that would have taken. Okay, so update to the magic glyph. I don't know if any eagle-eyed people spotted this before, but I see little shiny bits, and I can see fiberglass underneath it. And the more I look at it, the more it looks like the whole structure is out of fiberglass with like some plaster over it. I'm assuming it's a replica, but the sign doesn't say anything at all about that being a replica, and it clearly is an original. See the fiberglass here? Some at the top there. There's more right here. And you can see it cracking. There's more right there. Mexico, you've tricked me again. I think as usual it's going to be very difficult for the camera to do the epic scale of this place any justice. Alright, so the building behind me is an astronomical observatory, and apparently the society at Monte Alban did daily astronomical observations. It was practiced by a small group of highly educated men, which were the priests, and the daily astronomical observations and the knowledge that that gave them enabled them to predict agricultural cycles, know the proximity of the rainy season. That obviously helped them with their crops and to project their state power, which is, again, fascinating, you know, to think that long ago they had such precise knowledge of astronomical events. Incredible.
Ah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can stay.
Ah, 2 días más.
Antes eran 6 y ahora son 12, ¿no?
It's so beautiful up here. What an incredible place, way cooler and bigger than I thought it was going to be. This is really cool. Alright, that was really cool. Monte Alban. Back to Oaxaca. Got another friend checking into the hotel. Just got back to the city, go find some food. Maybe a drink, beer, mezcal. We'll see. Alright, Hierve de Agua. Let's see what this is about. I'm going to meet some friends here. And then it's a little bit of a hike. Should be some good viewpoints. It's a couple little pools. I didn't think it looked that impressive, but everybody I talked to said it's worth going. And there's some what look like waterfalls, but it's actually calcium buildup. It's not actually a waterfall, it's like calcium buildup. So let's go find out.
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, they'll just show like you have the cleaners, like, yeah, it goes. It's a weird concept.
Alright, well that was pretty cool. It was kind of a little bit overhyped up to me. A lot of people said it was like so unbelievably cool, amazing. It was cool. Glad I took the bike here and it was a nice ride. My friends took a 3-hour bus ride here. I don't think it would be worth it for me to do that. But I'm gonna go see if I can find a Mezcal tour because it was cool seeing the horses doing that and the widest tree in the world. Alright, so we're at the El Rey de Mazatlan in Mazatlan, just outside of Mazatlan, and this is a mezcal producer distillery where they, I believe they do everything, the whole process. Like they grow the agave, they refine the agave, and distill the agave. So it should be pretty cool to check it out. It was neat run by seeing the horses doing it, the little side stalls. This is a little more professional, I think, and probably safer to drink. Let's check it out. Wow. Muy grande. So that's the agave I recognize, but apparently this is the better one to make the mezcal out of, and it takes about 8 to 10 years for it to get that big, and they make it. This is the distillery.
Caballo come for move this rock and the top pineapple or piña. When piña come cook, ready, take out everything. Somebody make the piece nice, come full inside this circle. Somebody catch the big knife, cut again, come small piece, come nice full this circle. Somebody go to bed, bring the horse. Lock here, horse move this rock and the top pineapple or piña.
Okay, so once they get the agave, they put it in here, and they get a horse to turn the stone. We saw some of that earlier today, and they mash it for a bunch of hours. Then they take the mash, they put it into those buckets here, and they let it ferment for a few days. And then after they ferment it, they put it into the still. And I recognize this because I made alcohol in Bosnia one time. So what they do here is they start a fire down here, they put the mash into here, and then the alcohol boils off, goes through here, and it goes into the condenser, and that's cool water. It cools it down, the smoke condenses, and it drips out, and you get mezcal. Let's see some more. It looks like nice warm mezcal, snake mezcal, Saruya, I think. Oh, that was pretty cool. Nice little quick tour. They didn't even charge me anything for it. I feel bad that I didn't even bring my bag, so I can't buy anything. But yeah, it was free, and they sit you down and they give you a taste of all the different mezcals. Really good. Shocked. I thought, I didn't ask how much the tour was before I started, and I thought, oh, that was a bad idea. Typical gringo move. Always ask before you do anything. But yeah, gave me a bunch of taste testers, and when I asked how much it was, he said it's free. I guess they rely on people buying the tequila. So I gave him a nice tip because I felt really bad. Where am I going to put it? Alright, what a jam-packed day. Did the Hierve del Agua, the calcium waterfalls and the pools. Should have brought a swimsuit. And then I did the Mezcal tour, and now I'm at the Arbol del Tule, which is the tree of life. And apparently it is the widest tree in the world. It has the widest tree trunk in the world. It's right here. I don't know how close we can get, because I might have to walk around a bit, but here it is. What a pretty little town. The sun's really hot. Check this out though.
Varios del árbol.
Gracias.
Adelante.
It's the widest tree in the world, which I'm surprised with some of the California redwoods, but widest tree in the world. It's over 2,000 years old. Again, I really did assume that there was, you know, sort of California redwoods that were wider, but like there's trees that have roads through them. Alright, so that was a fun long day. Got to see a lot of things. Hierve de Agua, the Mezcal tour, and the big tree. So if I'm Aussie, gonna hear how the mountain went and go get some food.